Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Last week I was on a very, very full bus. So I was going into town and from across the crowd I could see a school student who I recognised. She's a Year 11 student who I'd seen at various rallies for Palestine. And I had a little chat with her when the bus cleared, the passengers were getting off, and I asked her, because I know how much this means to her, and I asked her what she would like to see in relation to the war in Palestine. And she said, I just want an end to the occupation. And there are many groups, and Dr Woodruff has already spoken about the rally for the March for Gaza, which occurred on the 24th of August, and many of us were there, along with at least 4,000 Tasmanians. It was a very strong show of support for those in Palestine, and people have been rallying since October of 2023 in support of the people in the Gaza Strip. And those groups, like the Tasmanian Palestinian Activist Network and Friends of Palestine Tasmania, have worked tirelessly to ensure that we do not avert our eyes from the genocide that has been steadily increasing in intensity and depravity. And I think when I reflect on it, and I think today we've had so many very full debates. We've heard the Attorney General's sentencing amendment and the debate there. And it's all about justice, and justice in the notice of motion in relation to anti-racism. Or around racism. It's around justice, and I think Tasmanians feel that very, very deeply. And at the rally on the 24th of August, there was a very strong component from Palawa who were talking about justice and occupation and invasion. And so it's probably no wonder that Tasmanians care deeply about this. They care about these injustices because they have seen them on our shores. Australia's response to the assault of Gaza and Gazans has been very slow. It's too recent, and Australia's federal politicians are too afraid of political consequences to take meaningful action thus far. Collective inaction eventually becomes complicity, and we need to ensure that our government does act and does take greater steps than they have. There are so many deaths, and Dr Woodruff has touched on those, but we see children, we see doctors, we see journalists, we see women and children killed without this stopping, and there is a complete lack of respect for international law is what we're seeing. But getting back to the local situation, on next week at the Moona Arts Centre, Greens Senator Nick Bakim and the leader of the Greens alongside the Tasmanian Palestinian Activist Network will host a screening of Palestinians Don't Need Sidewalks, a powerful documentary that shares on-the-ground stories of life under occupation in Palestine and the strength of those resisting apartheid and genocide. I encourage anyone who's able to get along and go along and show your support. This is a defining moment, and our actions or inactions will have consequences.